Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. Today, we're diving into everything you need to know about the version 14.4 update of Battle Cats. This update brings a lot of content, so to keep things simple and clean, the video is divided into 3 parts. 1. New cats released. 2. New enemies and stages. 3. Extra features and miscellaneous additions. A total of 12 new cats have been added in this update. Starting off, we have Mighty Mortalancha, an uber-rare cat available through the Frontline Assault Iron Legion gacha banner. At level 10, it evolves into Grandiose Gunhauser. Now just a heads up, this video won't go too deep into unit reviews or performance breakdowns. But if you'd like a full showcase or review of these units in action, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to cover it in the next video. Now moving on to the most talked about unit in this entire update, Master of Logic Newton. Newton is a special cat that can be unlocked with a 3% chance after clearing the final stage of Truth's Devouring Maw. Once upgraded to level 10, it evolves into Master of Logic Mutant. This unit plays the role of a super backliner and crowd controller. It comes with Omni Strike, giving it an impressive effective range from -300 to 900, meaning it can hit enemies even behind the front line. Its attack slows red and floating enemies with a 100% chance, and it also creates a level 5 mini-wave with every hit, making it extremely useful for area control. But the real game changer? While Newton is on the field, you can tap its icon again to conjure its spirit. This spirit is completely unique. It has a 100% chance to dodge all attacks, it's immune to boss shockwaves, and it acts kamikaze style, striking once before disappearing. That single strike, though, comes with a guaranteed knockback on all enemies it hits. With chapter costs of 3,400, 5,100, and 6,800 for chapters 1 through 3 respectively, Newton is definitely on the expensive side. But with its complex mechanics, crowd control potential, and the sheer uniqueness of its spirit mechanic, it easily stands out as one of the most innovative cats introduced so far. Alright, now moving on to the next section. Let's talk about some collab content that's currently been released in the Japanese version, but hasn't yet made its way to the English servers. One of the biggest highlights is the Sonic the Hedgehog collaboration. You've probably already seen a bunch of videos about it already, but let me quickly sum it all up for you here. Starting off, we have Sonic, an uber-rare cat available through the Sonic Collab gacha. At level 10, he evolves into Sonic and Cat, and his class is a blend of Nuker and Rusher, fast, powerful, and made to charge in and disrupt. Next is Tails, another uber-rare from the same banner. He evolves into Tails and Cat and plays the role of a crowd controller and sniper, offering strong utility from mid-range. Knuckles joins the lineup as a mid-ranger and rusher. Like the others, he evolves into Knuckles and Cat and packs a punch with solid close-range pressure. Shadow rounds out the uber set. Once evolved into Shadow and Cat, he acts as a super backliner and rusher, combining powerful long-range damage with fast deployment pressure. Outside of the Ubers, there are also some lower rarity units available in this collab. Sonic Cat is a rare cat that drops from any stage in the Green Hill Zone map. Once evolved, it turns into Sonic Cat CC, a Mii Shield unit, mostly a user rank filler, but a nice nod to the theme. Tails Cat is a special cat obtained as a stamp reward during the event. At level 10, it becomes Tails Cat CC, a sniper, crowd controller, and again, largely a user rank dump. Shadow Cat is another rare from the gacha. Evolving into Shadow Cat CC, it functions as a basic Mii Shield unit, mainly for user rank purposes as well. And finally, there's Agent Stall, which was released in other regions like the Korean and Taiwanese versions. He's an uber rare from the Enio Best of the Best gacha event. Once evolved into Blade Master Stall, he becomes a mid-ranger and crowd controller, with some really solid animations and stats. Now, before you get worried, the absence of this collab in EN doesn't necessarily mean we won't be getting it at all. It's very possible Ponos is just spacing things out. After all, we just had the Baki collab, and maybe they figured we all needed a bit of a break. Now let's move on to the next major segment, stages and enemies. First up, we have Truth's Devouring Maw, which is the 20th subchapter of Zero Legends, and the 118th subchapter overall in the Battle Cats story lineup. This chapter features a total of 6 stages, each with its own wave of difficult enemies. The real highlight, however, is the final stage, where you'll go up against the boss, Sage of Logic Newton. Defeating this stage gives you a 3% chance to unlock Master of Logic Newton. Now let's talk about the Sonic the Hedgehog collaboration stages. This collab comes packed with 3 full chapters: Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, and Sky Sanctuary, with an extra bonus chapter called Radical Highway. Each of these zones features their own theming, music, and enemy lineups inspired by the Sonic franchise. In Radical Highway, you'll face off against Shadow as the final boss, capping off the event with one of the most challenging and flashy enemy fights of the collab. And now, moving on to the final segment of this update, miscellaneous additions. Starting off with True Forms, we've got 2 new ones added in this update. First, Pied Piper Cat, which originally evolves into Camuso Cat at level 10 and then Brass Cat at level 20, now receives a brand new True Form. This new form takes on the role of a crowd controller and mid-ranger, giving it more strategic depth and utility. Next, we have Light Mother Aset, which evolves into Nefer Aset at level 10 and then Almighty Aset at level 30. She now gains a true form as well, classified as a mid-ranger and waver, making her much more powerful in wider range engagements. In addition to true forms, we now also have a brand new ultra form, and it's for none other than Divine Thundia. To unlock her ultra form, you'll need 2 red behemoth gems, 10 green behemoth stones, and 1 gold cat fruit. It's a high-cost upgrade, but absolutely worth it for the added punch. Now, let's talk about some talent and ultra talent updates. Summoner Satoru has received a fresh set of talents which include Survive, Curse Immunity, Knockback Immunity, HP Upgrade, and Attack Upgrade. Then we have Marauder Cat, who now gains ultra talents, including Critical Upgrade, Dodge Upgrade, and Extra Money Generation. We've also got a new cat combo introduced called Steel Tennis. When you use Takachi and the true form of Racket Cat together, you get a speed boost combo. And finally, here are the new user rank rewards included in this update. At 24,900, you receive plus 5 Catamine C. At 25,100, you get plus 5 special cat size. At 25,200, you unlock plus 5 rare cat size. And at the milestone of 30,000, you're rewarded with plus 1 legend ticket. That wraps up all the extra changes and upgrades added in version 14.4. And with that, I'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to today's video. I hope this breakdown of version 14.4 helped you out in some way or gave you a clearer picture of what's new. All credit for the information goes to the amazing Battle Cats wiki on Miraeast.org. I've linked it in the description below if you want to dive deeper and explore everything yourself. If you'd like to see a detailed unit review, or if there's something specific you'd like me to cover in the next video, feel free to drop a comment. Your feedback helps a lot and really motivates me to keep going. Thanks again, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.